nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. And the Buffaloes will kick off first, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this place was going bananas. It was going nuts. The atmosphere was incredible. But how about the visitors setting the tone? The opening kickoff return, taking it back to the house. And now, guys, it's gotten really, really quiet.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return as a coverage unit right on top of him. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. Arrington Maiden, transfer out of Memphis, threw for more than 400 yards and a couple of touchdowns in his last outing.
And how much fun has it been watching this young man early this season as advertised? He was so special a year ago. And, David, you could really see all the work.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Bell. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pulls and fires complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long way to go on second down. Looking outside, it's Welsh. They put the brakes on him.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to get started. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Quick give. It's Bell.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the counter play. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got one touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
He's changing the play. Looking for a crease.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Trying to establish the run. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Bowers. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Absolute shame. Missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Hits inside. It's Welch. Sweet cut there. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll need a bunch on second down. Using his legs, it's Welsh. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Fields the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bowers. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. Right on target this time.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. It's a slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Now on first down from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand it to the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk. turning it on.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 47, set to kick it away.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Welch. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan, taking on the number 13 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Eagles, looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. And now back to your game in Boulder. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they are 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the visiting head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. On the ground with the counter. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
They'll run the counter. Pull to the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bowers. Fires left. Hauls it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Ripping through the defense. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Hey, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And guys, I don't know if they got the play call in quickly enough, but still the quarterback has to make sure the snap. And he's got a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Danzy. Run ends there.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
Left side, it's Williams. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Trying to take it back. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Poe. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back, it's Bowers. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's third and goal and third and long. Running inside. It's Poe. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to had it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, David?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. The give on the counter. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. They give it back to him. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. On the return.
The return is brought down at the 40, and the offense will take over.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Line gets set, first down. Right back to the well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Turns it loose. Got a man in the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll move the tight end. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Out wide left, it's Gibson. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer. Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bulls offense will get the ball first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack.
Break. Over. Keep it up, baby. Keep it up. Ready. Blue 30. Hey, move. Still go.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second and long here. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Searching for space. There he goes, pumping it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed. He can break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Going to the run, it's Bell. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside, it's Bell. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Powers inside. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Set to kick it off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pulls it on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision on it.
And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Swamped immediately. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll ride him again. Got a little space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sells to run, looking to pass. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble on the play. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on him.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Fires complete on the crosser. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bell. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it's in there for a touchdown. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the ground with the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Making his first move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, it's Bell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Past the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Trying to run, it's Bell. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Number 47, set to kick it away.
Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Van Buren. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
Here we go. Ready, go. Quick
give. It's Bell. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. On his feet at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Keeps it moving. It's Bell. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Ready, go.
Hits inside. It's Bell. They were all over it.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Working the ground game. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Bulls use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He's going for the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 47, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Van Buren. And he almost had a pick.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work.
Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now on the counter. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Buffalo taking on the number 4 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's Buffalo, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And this group is finally able to get into the win column after starting 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bowers. Out wide right, it's Bell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Right at the line. Oh, he's got some space. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Straight ahead, it's Poe. Got the first down. Still running at the 40. Maybe a crease. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This USF offense will open this drive right here.
Break, let's go. Come on. Down, ready. 88. Let's go.
The run to the left. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Porter. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Isaac. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rush.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They're all over him. Left side is Isaac. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night.
Returner goes out of bounds. That's a first down for the offense.
Holly, what do you have?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
There's some daylight. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Bowers. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Just feeds the running back. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown. Number 33 with the carry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Number 47 sets a kickoff.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the tight end. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Bulls have this offense rolling. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
To the air, it's Van Buren. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense getting set for 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.